Welcome to my video today and welcome back to 12 weeks of Christmas. So this is week 5. Can you guys believe it? We've been doing this for 5 weeks. It has been so much fun sharing this with you guys, and you guys have had great ideas. I've gotten so many emails and comments on each of the projects and the way you're going to use them or the way you want to use them, the gifts that you're going to give. So this one is another great gift giving idea. And this, I love this idea because it can be used in lots of different ways. It's one of those one pot type meals where you just get everything and you dump it into a pot and you make it. Have you guys heard of that? There was a cookbook a while ago. My grandma got it one year for my mom for Christmas, and it was called like dump meals or something like that. It was like a really weird name, but there was one for like meals and then there was one for desserts where there were a bunch of recipes where you just took a bunch of ingredients, dumped them into, you know, a dish or a pot, and then turned it on, and they made these great dishes. My mom thought it was a great Christmas gift and tried some of them. And then also I think there was one for like crock pots, which that's my favorite because I hate cooking, you guys. I hate it. Like there's nothing that makes me excited to cook, to buy all the ingredients, open all the stuff up, make a big mess in my kitchen. Like there are so many other things I would rather be doing. I would rather be down here crafting and making a big mess than cooking, right? But we all have to do it. So I love the idea of having a recipe where you take everything and you could dump it into a crock pot, turn it on, and you're done for like the day. You just like come back 4 hours later, 5 hours later, and you have a meal. Do any of you guys have that Instapot? Is that what it's called? The thing that looks like a crock pot, but like you can make a whole roast in like 30 seconds. That's probably an exaggeration. But do you guys know what I'm talking about? Leave me a comment and let me know. Do you have one of those? Those things I think would be like my favorite thing in the world, but it looks scary to use. It looks complicated. Okay, so anyways, I've rambled on and on. So let's dive into this project. So this is one of those recipes where you can get all these ingredients and then put it all in a pot and go. So these are great to do as gifts. So if you got a fancy little basket and you put all of these items in here and then you could give it as a gift, that would be wonderful. Probably be my favorite gift ever to receive. So let me show you how we've spruced these items up. So for this recipe, the canned items that it calls for are going to be these right here. And you can see these are all different brands. They are different sizes. And so what you do is, in order to make this a really fun gift, is always by decorating, right? So, and we all have designer paper sitting around. I hoard designer paper. You guys know I love it. So we can find lots of different ways to wrap these. So depending on what kind of cans you purchase, you will depend on what size, you know, your strips of paper are. I have provided in the PDF the size of these cans. I think this, like, if you find a brand name like this, it might be the same wherever you get it. But if you have like maybe an off brand, the can might not be the same. So you just are going to want to measure your can. Designer paper is going to fit really well around your can because it is so, it's not angled or anything. Like with the coffee cup, there was an angle to the cup. So the way you wrapped it was a little bit different. And that's why I provided a PDF of the actual cup, like the shape of it, so you could cut that out and it would fit. With cans, it's going to be really easy to just wrap that designer paper around. Now, for the person who wins this week's kit, if you want to win this kit to make, you will get the canned items. I'm going to send those to you, and then I'm going to send you this kit, and it's going to have everything in it. It's going to have these tags. You'll be able to put it all together, okay? So what I've done is I've used the Halloween designer paper in the holiday catalog. Now, I know Halloween is over, right? It's December. December. Oh my word, I lost the whole month of November there, you guys. So it is November. Today is November 2nd. It's Violet's birthday. And so Halloween is past, so you might be thinking, well, I don't need this paper anymore. But you guys, it's beautiful. The other side, there's some Halloween stuff here, but the other side is so great for November projects. So what you do is you just take your designer paper, whatever you're using, and you're going to wrap your cans, okay? So let me show you how these look. Look at how pretty that looks. So then what you'll do is you will add some either baker's twine, or we have the jute twine that's in the holiday catalog. That's perfect for this. You'll want to put a little bit of tape on the bottom of your can where your twine is, just to hold that in place. Tie a bow at the top, and then the key is to add these tags. Now on the back of the tag, you could write whatever, like this is corn, so you could write on the back of it whole kernel corn if you wanted. You don't have to. There's two different kinds of beans here, so you could write on the back of the ones that say the beans, you could write which kind of beans they are. The whole point of a project like this is it doesn't matter because you dump everything in together all at the same time. But if you wanted to, if there was like maybe a recipe that was more complicated, that you were like, you have to do it maybe in steps, you could write that on the back of the tag and it would work great. Now this decoration right here is from a retired Stampin' Up! Punch, and that is also listed on the PDF, so you'll be able to see which punch that is. You might have it on hand, and all the dimensions for the cans that I'm using are on the PDF, along with some photos of this project. So we have all of our cans right here, and they're all wrapped. And we have our tags here, and they're super fun. The tags, the lettering on the tags were created with the Cricut. So there was a Cricut that was used that is listed also on the PDF. You could use your Silhouette. I have a great suggestion for a font that would look really cute. Again, listed on that PDF. So you could use your Cricut or your Silhouette. And then the recipe for this, it looks like this. But this is also on the PDF, so you can print that out and just cut it and layer it onto some designer paper if you wanted. Or the dimensions for this recipe card are also on the PDF. You could type out the recipe and then add it to the dimensions of this paper to add to your basket or your bin. Or it would be cute to do a nice holiday bowl, like a Thanksgiving bowl maybe. That would be really nice. And so then the card is just decorated with, again, that punch, a button, and some ribbon that's tied, and then it is cut at the ends, and then a little bit more of that baker's twine or jute twine. This also makes a great housewarming gift, or after somebody has a baby. Recently, I know a couple people that have had babies, and I've been on Instagram following them, getting little peeks of their little new addition. And this would be fun to take to somebody who has just had a baby or is just moving into their house. You could buy a crock pot and put it in there, like if you're giving it as like a housewarming gift, or buy a pot that they could cook it in, or a nice dish that they could serve it in. That is always really fun, and it makes just a really fun and creative gift, and it's really inexpensive. I was at Costco a couple weeks ago and saw a great dish set. It was just plain white, and there were dishes that were layered together, and I think it was like $34 and like 6 different dishes, and they were all pretty good size. And if you did something like that, you could get a lot of different gifts. It would make great neighbor gifts. So there's lots of ideas for you guys to use this. So this is our project today. This is the Mexican bean soup, and all we did, super simple, we wrapped some cans, made some tags, and then we have a gift to give. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to 12 Weeks of Christmas. You will want to make sure you go over to my website, leave a comment, and I will be giving away a whole kit. I will send it to you, and you could make this. There is also a rafter copter widget, and at the end of the 12 days, the second week of December, I'm sending one person every single thing that has been made. So you'll get these cans with these tags, with this recipe, along with all of our other projects that we've created. Don't forget to check out my friend Chris on Facebook. She has contributed and designed some of these projects and has been a huge help. I would love for you guys to go over and like her business Facebook page. She shares lots of crafty photos and she's very talented. I love her to pieces. So make sure you go show her some love and like her Facebook page. I'll be back next week with a fun home decor project for our 6th week of 12 weeks of Christmas. Thank you guys so much for listening to me ramble on and on today and checking out this fun project. I'll be back tomorrow to share with you guys some memory keeping from Memory Keeping Friday. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later.